Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video. This incredible place is Moss Force Waterfall. It's situated on Newlands Pass here in the Lake District. Coming up, I attempt to create a couple of sunrise images, and I'll also show you how this clown ended up. It's worth seeing, trust me. Right, let's backtrack to first light. Right, so I've never been here before, and this is the first issue we've got. We parked all the way down there. We've had to walk all the way up. It's very steep there. There's no way you can get up or down there, up and across to where I'm currently stood. Now, there's the waterfall down there, and it goes all the way up there. I need to be down there somewhere to grab the waterfall that's trickling down here. A couple of problems I'm faced with. A, I'm not going down there. When I was at the van, I had to make a decision whether to walk up in boots or walk up in wellies. Now, we've had so much rain over the past few weeks, I opted for the wellies, and of course wellies are very slippery. To be fair, even with boots on, you guys probably can't appreciate how steep that bank is there, full of snow. Even with boots on, I wouldn't attempt it, let alone wellies, because if you step off here and walk down there, you can very quickly have a bad day. Another slight issue I've got as well, you can see the water running down here. So that's my shot in theory, that lovely water on the right hand side. With the sunrise that's going to happen in the next 30 minutes or so, that's my shot. Again, the only problem you've got is that water will blend in with the snow, so it's not an easy setup at all. A lot harder than I anticipated. Just a matter of interest, we stayed in the vans down here. Not one car has passed us in all the time we've been here, and that was tea time last night to this morning. Obviously the road's closed because it's so dangerous, but I imagine there would have been a clown or two that would have attempted it. In actual fact, I think I can see a car headlight down there, and there's no way, unless they're driving a snowmobile, they can get up there, because that is super steep despite how it looks on this camera. I'll keep you posted on that one. I'm going to put my theory to the test, because I said there's no way you can make it unless you've got a snowmobile. There you go. Now he's got a problem. Now he's got to try and figure out how to go back safely and then turn his vehicle around. Anyway, right, let's crack on, because somehow we've got to get down here. That's gorgeous, look at that. Wow, that's really nice. Really, really nice. That in itself will make for a very nice picture, but I want to get down in front of that waterfall there. Otherwise, I won't, from there, sorry for the shaky camera work, but from there I won't be able to photograph the sunrise. From down there, possibly, I will. So I've got to get myself across to there, which is not going to be an easy feat at all. But potentially there's a waterfall down there that I think would compose better for the foreground. Damn! That's all ice underneath the snow. So again, the combination of wellies and snow. They just don't mate very well together. Right, so this is why I've got my wellies on, because this is very boggy. What I want to do is try and get as close to this waterfall as I can in a safe manner. So I'm thinking, right, A1 spot, perfect. This looks amazing. Look at that, that is just awesome. That is really nice. So from there, with that incredible view, and 20 minutes from now, fingers crossed, a golden sun, bright red orange glow in the sky possibly. I'm very excited about this, very excited. It's even quite precarious placing you guys down there. But look, let me explain the reasons why I'm here. The weather people gave severe weather warnings for snow and ice, and to me that's just perfect for environments like this. It's what I call risk and reward. So the risk was getting here, the risk is getting home. But not just getting here, driving. If you know this area very well, you know it's pretty precarious at the best of times, let alone when the roads are icy and you know the ice is then covered in snow. But where the risk and reward comes in, quite a distance to walk up, quite a distance to walk back, quite a distance to get here, quite tricky all around. I'm sat in the snow and I've got a freezing bum already. But where the reward comes in handy is that how many people are prepared to do what Lee and I have done this morning. Probably not many, because they're probably more intelligent than we are. But risk and reward, I'm hopefully going to grab a shot that not many people will have. That's the theory anyway. And I, for one, definitely like that theory. But if we sat here for a minute, my bum is numb. Oh, do you know, I've just switched the camera on. Let me put you guys into video mode straight away. Let's get that ISO up, just so we can see. Look at that. I mean, that's just in itself an incredible shot. That, somewhere along those lines, looks terrific. I'll probably create a landscape panoramic sweep, because ideally I want the bottom of the waterfall in, but I don't like the way it cuts the mountains off into the top of the frame. So I'll probably take a picture that looks like that. Then I'll take a picture with a pano sweep, like I say, just so that I can get the bottom of this waterfall in. Right, that's my composition, guys, and I, for one, I'm very, very happy with that. Is crystal clear except for a small bank of cloud right on the bottom of the horizon, which is just typical for me when I'm out and about shooting. So I'm going to have to wait another 10 or 15 minutes for the sun to make an appearance. I just hope that we haven't lost the colour in that time. Damn. To say that sunrise was disappointing is a huge understatement. That's a real shame. And the sun has popped up slightly further to the right, hasn't actually appeared in view. I'm not sure if looking down the valley here, if the sun does actually appear in the sky throughout the year. I'll keep an eye on it. I might have to come back. Right, so I've changed lenses. I've put the 70 to 200mm lens on the camera. The reason being is because as a longer reach shot, I quite like that mountain in the background, which is fantastic, using the white snowy road as foreground interest. And I think if you look in camera now, that is a nice shot. I'll probably opt for something like that. So yeah, so you can't see my finger, but the bottom of the road there sits very nice in terms of rules of thirds up to that mountain up there, and I think that's really nice. Pop that across there, yep, something like that. Okay, let's grab that shot. Oh, it's just not much colour in that sky. What a real shame. All the effort to get here and the potential of this image. It's such a shame that it hasn't materialized. Yeah, that's not good at all now. What a real shame. Damn. Right, that's it. I can't do any more from here, so I'm gonna have to get up, defrost me bum. I'll go down and try and grab a couple of pictures looking up at this waterfall. Sticking with the abstract theme, I've come down the mountain a little bit more just so that I can shoot directly on to the waterfall and grab a couple of abstract shots because it looks quite nice. There's a few icicles there. All of this is quite interesting. Placing the camera in portrait orientation as well. I mean, yeah, nice. Zooming in, let's have a play around with this, see what we can find. Something like that is quite nice. Yeah, something like that's quite nice, quite like that. So you can see I'm just trying to play. I mean, there's not much character in this waterfall. I'm being drawn to that there because it's framed quite nicely. Something like that might work quite nice. You know, it's very difficult to find an award winner when you take pictures like this, but they're certainly worthwhile taking nonetheless, because they teach you a lot about composition and the pictures generally are very nice. Back to the unfolding drama. First of all, I want to point out it's a very steep hill, and that is a fresh sprinkling of snow on top of compacted ice. I can guarantee you there aren't any four-wheel drive vehicles that could have made that hill without further aid, i.e. spikes or chains. Anyway, they realized they couldn't make it, so they started to edge their way back down. As they were edging their way back down, young lads in a VW vehicle then decided to make a go of it. They realised the severity of the hill and stopped, got out very intelligently and assessed the situation. and very quickly realised they weren't going to make that hill. Just watch the driver as he gets out. Look, he's slipping there and he's not even on the steep part of the hill, nowhere near it. These guys obviously got their heart and mind set on hiking for the weekend, so nothing was going to stop them. So intelligently, they just placed their car in a safe place and carried on with the day. In the meantime, back to these guys who are edging their way back down, and now they're trying to do a 15-point turn in the road. That's funny. Back to the guys. Yeah, we could see ya. And then, while we were in the van, drinking coffee and discussing the morning's activities, out of nowhere, an all-wheel drive Jaguar came flying past us, and we knew at that point that Jaguar was going to attempt that hill. So Lee very quickly grabbed his drone, set his drone up in the air, and this is what we managed to capture. This, for the record, is actual speed. You can only imagine, there were a slightly elderly couple that are in there, you can only imagine the words that they were exchanging. Oh! And they smashed into the young lad's VW car. So these guys had no idea that we were flying a drone. Lee got up close and made a note of number plates, etc., just in case the driver decided to drive off and not leave his details. But for once, he's obviously a responsible driver, and he left all his details under the windscreen wiper. But I've got to tell you, while that car was spinning down that hill, thankfully, it was like a magnet and it stuck to the bank on the right-hand side, because again, what you can't see is the bank on the left-hand side is ridiculously steep. And if the car veered that way, they are having a very bad day very quickly. Anyway, once again, thank you very much indeed for watching the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.